What happens when a late-night host crosses a line that America's biggest broadcasters say they can't ignore? This week, Jimmy Kimmel found himself at the center of one of the most dramatic shakeups in late-night television history. A single monologue, a controversial remark, and suddenly, his show is gone, indefinitely. The decision comes just a week after Charlie Kirk was fatally shot. Jimmy Kimmel's late-night show has now been pulled from the air without a clear return date. On Wednesday, September 17th, it was announced that Disney's ABC would be suspending Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. An ABC spokesperson confirmed the move to People. The choice by ABC comes on the heels of Nexstar Media's own announcement to preempt the show. For context, Nexstar Media is the largest local broadcast and digital media company in the U.S., controlling more than 200 television stations across 116 markets. Their stance matters, because they control a huge portion of the country's nightly programming. In a statement to People, Nexstar explained that all its ABC-affiliated stations would stop airing Kimmel's program for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show. The company argued that Kimmel's comments about Charlie Kirk were unacceptable, saying they strongly object to his remarks and would replace the show with other programming. Andrew Alford, president of Nexstar's broadcasting division, made the reasoning even clearer. Mr. Kimmel's comments about the death of Mr. Kirk are offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse. They do not reflect the spectrum of opinions, views, or values of the communities we serve. Alford went on, continuing to give Mr. Kimmel a broadcast platform in the communities we serve is simply not in the public interest at the current time. We have made the difficult decision to preempt his show in an effort to let cooler heads prevail as we move toward the resumption of respectful, constructive dialogue. This fallout traces back to a single moment in Kimmel's September 15th monologue, just 2 days before the announcement. On stage, he directly addressed Trump supporters, saying, "We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang trying to characterize this kid who killed Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them." For many, this remark hit too close to a tragedy. Kirk, age 31, had been shot and killed during a speaking event at Utah Valley University on September 10th. The show's suspension also disrupts Kimmel's lineup. Wanda Sykes, Jay Shetty, and chef Christian Petroni were set to appear on Wednesday's episode, followed later in the week by Chelsea Handler, Bill Nye, and The Swell Season. Fridays are usually reruns, but the immediate cancellations still sting. And all of this drama comes against a much bigger backdrop. Jimmy Kimmel has been in a long-running public feud with President Donald Trump. The former president has often predicted Kimmel's downfall. Back in July, after CBS canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Trump went so far as to call Kimmel the next to go. The irony: Kimmel himself had already been considering his exit. In February 2024, he told the Los Angeles Times that the 3-year contract he signed in 2022 would probably be his last. He admitted, half-joking, "I hate to even say it because everyone's laughing at me now, each time I think that, and then it turns out not to be the case. I still have a little more than 2 years left on my contract, and that seems pretty good. That seems like enough." Since 2003, Kimmel has been one of late night's most consistent voices, regularly mixing comedy, politics, and pointed criticism. That has often put him in Trump's crosshairs, whether during his show or even while hosting the Oscars. After Colbert's cancellation this summer, Trump went on Truth Social to claim victory, writing, "The word is, and it's a strong word at that, Jimmy Kimmel is next to go in the untalented late-night sweepstakes, and, shortly thereafter, Jimmy Fallon will be gone. These are people with absolutely no talent, who were paid millions of dollars for destroying what used to be great television. It's really good to see them go, and I hope I played a major part in it." Now, just weeks later, Trump's words feel less like a jab and more like a prediction fulfilled. Whether this is a temporary pause or the end of Jimmy Kimmel Live, as we know it, one thing is certain: this moment marks a turning point, not just for Kimmel, but for late-night television itself.